Yama Siva Chida, Milam Lana Dinda, Deshi Shenam Dinda, Da Sanam Di, Damji Sigma, Kama Damne Gyunji Radil De, Gada Nana Shive Ladru, Sive Zale Rava Rava Yo. La Sha Zala Digi Daji Dava Digi Najam Dende Gyalbe Kha Shaka Mama Rela Gyalan Ye Gende Jim Shanji Sembe Gende Jima Na Navje Daji Dende Jende Sama Lava Shejawa Sheke Nara Digi Zela Yama Shusa Ya Deze Janji Sama Sama Baba Jere Ze Wanja Shirangi Bhara La Jima Same Sheva Nila Namar La Kumong Owen de Da Jara Shinje Dawa Nama Dawa Dene Sanje De Sedan Share Mo Semo Jemo Baba Jere Ze Wanjala Dike Meso Rige Mo Halala Sheranje Marande Same Jeva Sheva Deva De Jida Lava Sha Dike Meva Na Shanje Semo Semo Baba Jere Ze Wanje Sedan Dema Share Mola Dike Meso Share Mo Rige Momo Halala Sheranje Marande Shema Same Sheva Sheva Deva Deda Nama Dara Shade Momo Owe Deda Jara Shinje No Nama Yandama Jesu Sule Sule Nama Nije Mayele Nama Nile Jazu Mayele Dije De Sarvana Dije Na Dije Na Nama Shevana Nama Sharem Deda Shadam Je Nama Nide Senye Meva Majeva Magawa Dima Meva Dima Nara Diva Meva Gawa Meva Vo Share Mo Deda Vena Nama Nila Some Sarva Nama Sheva Me Mime Nava Me Name Sheme Leme Ye Some Rame Deme Rame Reja Me Sheme Da Me Ye Kame Ye Kame Ye Nama Sheve Kamje Bardaya Me Do Mariwa Me Mariwa Seba Gashime Gashi Sebe Bardaya Me Do Dije De Dunga Wada Kunja Wada Gaba Lame Yeshe Me Dova Me Madu Baya Me Do Sharim Deda Vena Shanje Semba Na Dova Mebe Sheranje Maronda Shimba Dije Dede Semla Diva Mebe Dava Mede Shinje Lole Shinde Dene Nyanye Le Deve Da Tizomdo Nama Shibe Sanje Namje Ya Sheranje Maronda Shimba Dene Lala Meva Yanava Zove Shanje Dama Zova Sanje Deda Vena Sheranje Maronda Shime Nga Riva Shime Nga Lala Mebe Nga Minya Mala Nya Mbe Dunga Dabje Rado Shora Shebe Nga Mizembe Na Dema Shevara Shade Sherabje Marado Shi Nga Meba Deya Da Gade Gade Bara Sanga De Bo De So Shari Bo Janje Samo Samo Jimo Deda Sherabje Marado Jimo Samo Lalabar Dine Jemde Dinye Zendele Shende Shanje Sama Sama Shimbo Baba Shire Se Waja Lezo Chijawa Shene Lezo Rige Mo Dede Shene Rige Mo Dede Shene Jeda Jige Dema Dishendo Sherabje Marondo Shimbo Sama La Sheva Dishe Sheva Namja Jesu Yerang Jemde Dige Dige Jega Zanle Seda Dema Shire Moda Shanje Baba Jere Ze Wanje Na Namje Na Deme Hoye Deda Lala Mena Lama Yena Riza Shebe Jide Yera Shamde Dege Sonwa Lama Mande Do Shebe Deja Lama De Wanje Zirung Oye Tudo Jeruba Mola Moye Nesa Khandre Sola Shase La Samaranza Shadara Samaraya Mega Samaranda Shadara Samaraya Samaranda Shadara Samaranda Shadara Samaraya Mbe Gade Bara Samgade Bodhi So Baba Kunjo Sumje Kaye Deme Dobje Chi Lama Gije Mewa Gije Shiva Gije Daje Marje Bedeme Shonye Man Shinde Gwere Yeso Yeje Shiva La Mede Nebe Gendan Rewa La Dema Ruje Peso Soje
토잘라나메 바양다 바서 사제주 공부를 찐에자 토바 자기 어디 시도 안에 뒤받침에 남냠수 랭게 냠수 렘발라 시와고 거와인자 안에 되게 다리 따지 잡아심 랭게 셀운도 뒤잠시 생년벽이 안에 생벽 끊어 끊어 그좀 바나 레바사도 대삼바쇼 뭐야
At this moment in time, we have achieved this precious human rebirth, this excellent physical support that is endowed with all the leisures and endowments, or what we know as freedoms and richnesses. So at a time like that, we should not waste it on being attached to the perfections of cyclic existence. However, we should remember how all our mother sentient beings, our mothers of old, all motherly sentient beings are caught up in the sufferings of cyclic existence, the suffering of pain, the suffering of change, and the all-pervasive compounded suffering, and how they are extremely distressed in being caught up in such a state. So therefore, we must aspire to free them from all of their sufferings that they are currently experiencing, as well as their individual causes of suffering. And to that end, we aspire to be able to achieve the highest, perfect, and most complete enlightenment of Buddhahood in order to be able to achieve such a goal of freeing all motherly sentient beings from every suffering and their cause. So therefore, I will now practice the Holy Dharma, and in order to be able to practice perfectly, I will now listen to the explanations of the Mahayana Dharma, specifically the Shelung, or the explanatory transmission, along with the explanatory transmission of the text called the Song Possessing the Four Mindfulnesses.
다 잡아시den게나 잡아탐보 잡아니와 잡아숨바 잡아시와제 잡아시다다 마치자 그러와 다 담보대라 잡아탐보대 가르래 사나 아니 다 라마 상제스 잡아들이 그러와 탐마와 마이마 라마 상제스 잡아들라 라마 상제스 잡아들라 된다 탑시선 조주메게 된데도 겹공하고 최전지 남아다 방도조에 사제지 대나다 교도반에 다난 그 사와도 세티레와 탑 대화 준비 시당 세라 동반영 오지를 매제바 송도 주바대 송도 주비 시기 되니게 아니 오지시 주와매바게 아니 대기 띵도 오래 아니 점내 말려봐 뒤 점내 말려봐 그 뒤와 아니 나라 따와대 막 그위신이 전적이 남아대 슈 저기도 저거 전적이 남아슈 오야 되네다 되네 전적이 남아대 슈슈한테 라마대 가르랬잖아 빵바 탐제 용수 잡아 니네모바다 시주 바자다 잡아 말리바 빵바 최 탐제기 내루 탐제 오숨도 집에 내 얘기내서 오숨도 바 또바게 아니 견도 되게 아니 견당 또바타제 바나 빵빵네 아니 다나게 써왔다 그래서 다나게 들아 Lama Sanje Tsavikona Sawato. Ane Rangi same day, Tedidang Dinagi, Nawaki, Liki Wanda Masawa. Rasam Kayande Masawa, Chiroki, you want Masawa. Ane Lama get Kasar Bado Tamja Lama La Ane Tanagi, Ane Sawata Kore, or Timber.
So the text begins with the title, the song possessing the 4 mindfulnesses. So altogether, there are 4 subjects or topics being expounded in this song. 1, 2, 3, 4 listed accordingly. And the title also includes the description, instructions on the view of the middle way, causing a rain of cities to fall. And so, the first of the 4 mindfulnesses is the mindfulness of the Guru as Buddha. And so here we read from the text, the first paragraph. On the seat of unchangeable, unified method and wisdom sits the kind Guru, essence of all refuges. A Buddha complete in abandonment and realization is there. Abandoning thoughts of faults, make requests to Guru in pure appearance. Not letting your mind stray, place it in a state of devotion and respect. With unforgetting mindfulness, hold your mind in a state of devotion and respect. So here one is to be mindful of the Guru as Buddha, to transcend the mundane or ordinary perception, or the perception of the Guru as being mundane and ordinary, but to see the Guru as being a fully completely perfected Buddha. And here the Guru is visualized on a seat of moon disk. Sorry, it doesn't say here about moon, but anyway, on a seat of unchangeable, unified method and wisdom. So here method is referring to the state of immutable great bliss, and wisdom is referring to the realization of emptiness. So the indivisible union of these two then forms into the seeds of transcendental wisdom. It forms into transcendental wisdom, the union of method and wisdom. And upon this immutable seat, or it says your unchangeable seat, then one visualizes the Guru as being the embodiment of all refuges, of our objects or havens of refuge, one's actual kind Guru. And here it says, a Buddha, how should one see the Guru? It says here, the 3rd line, a Buddha complete in abandonment and realization is there. So there are two types of achievement from the side of a perfect Buddha. The first one is the abandonment of all faults, whereby the Buddha has completely abandoned the 2 types of obscurations. The first one being the obscuration of mental afflictions. The second one being the abandonment of the obscurations to omniscience or knowledge. So the Buddha has completely abandoned without remainder these 2 types of obscurations. And the Buddha has, so this is the complete in abandonment, that's what it refers to, the first of achievement of the Buddha. And the second achievement is that of realization. And here realization refers to having a direct realization and perception of the true abiding nature, true way that phenomena ultimately abide. So having such these 2 perfect realizations makes a complete perfect Buddha, and we are to see the Guru as such and maintain that pure appearance or pure perception of the Guru as being in such a nature as the perfectly completed Buddha. And it continues to say, not letting your mind stray, place it in a state of devotion and respect. So we should not allow our mind, we should guard our mind from being distracted towards outer objects, but to withdraw it and to focus upon being mindful of the Guru as being Buddha and having pure perception of the Guru and within this state of pure perception, then constantly make requests and prayers to the Guru. Yes.
Lama
So then remembering the Guru as being his holy mind, as embodying the lineages of the profound view and the vast conduct, and then also remembering the kindness of the Guru in showing us what is the objects to be abandoned and what are those practices that one should take up. Then with a mind that is a state of devotion and respect, then we continually make requests and prayers, requesting prayers towards the Guru. Yes.
Ani dunga sumji pama chadu nawi ani jerana koa tome dunga ji jerana koa tome dunga ji jerana ani dewe pombi riruki samja tam je dewe ponte dunga ji namagi ani tosi zene ma nawi pado panzam meba give a lanche, right? Give a lunch at give a read any yama get it. When he called a give a lanche, do them my bamba, yes, do the chism, they were not sent to give a the good way, Panda, maybe any better chumney. Or Ruki Samjan, Yama that $10 of what Ruki Samjan can't again a chum day. A champion to our bottom of a young gandy, and if Pama Tadaki, do not Nazuchi Samni, Trendy Jambi Pamanum, Tanatas. Or tenderly, any Margas Samjan de Dala, Samjan Tajaranga, Marmacha, Wachita Menda, and it had the city near La Chabada, Drala Dawa La Saba, Chatam Bane. 身边看见了，要没吧？先接我怎么讲？俺那东华当场就给人家说，把有点呢，人家是讲，人家他拉上是讲过的，哦。
And then we move on to the second mindfulness, which is the mindfulness of all parent sentient beings. And here it says, in the prison, so this is the second paragraph, it says here, in the prison of limitless samsara suffering. So here, all the entirety of samsara has no beginning. Since it is a self-perpetuating cycle, there is no one point of time whereby we can point to as being the very beginning when all of samsara happened. There's no beginning to that, and also the suffering of samsara seemingly has no ending as well. Only when we truly abandon the causes of cyclic existence are we able to truly break this continuum, to break this continuum or this cycle of samsara from ever happening again. So therefore, for as long as we have these contaminated aggregates, they will re-perpetuate themselves into a continual process of suffering. So therefore it says here, in the prison of limitless samsara suffering, for as long as we're in samsara, it is as though we are caught up in a prison, unable to truly free ourselves from the suffering that we so desire to be free from. So here, describing the situation of sentient beings caught in this prison, from the very peak of cyclic existence down to the very depths of hell. This endless, massive cyclic existence is continually circling, and beings who are caught up within it have absolutely no choice but to experience this samsara over and again by repeatedly being reborn into this cycle of samsaric suffering. So, and then it says here the 6 types of sentient beings, here referring to the beings of the 6 realms, bereft of happiness and wonder. So, for as long as we are caught in cyclic existence, our experiences are totally meaningless and nothing but suffering itself. So therefore, sentient beings are caught up in this meaninglessly suffering situation, bereft of happiness. And then it says here, fathers and mothers who have nurtured me with kindness are all there. So all the sentient beings have been one's parents countless times over and again, because cyclic existence is beginningless. And then it says here, abandoning attachment and hatred. So meditate on cherishing others and compassion. So because we understand how all sentient beings, by virtue of cyclic existence not having a beginning, and that our connection with them has been connected over many lifetimes as parents and children. So therefore remember their kindness, and also there is not one sentient being who has never been our parent before. So this is a fact that we need to remember. And the second thing is that also the fleeting nature of our connection with them as enemies or as friends and so forth. All of those fleeting types of emo relationships are to be leveled and to be discarded because they cause us to have a biased opinion towards a particular sentient being. So having that kind of all those attachment and hatred, attachment towards those that we regard as our friends and hatred to those who we regard as enemies, are to be abandoned, and we should cherish them by truly seeing them as who they really are, which is our parents from countless lifetimes. And then from there, then we develop minds of loving compassion, as well as the superior intention, as well as bodhicitta mind, wanting to free them from their truly free them from their suffering, and to place them in a state of complete happiness. So that's what we should be training in. Yes.
Hola, natani kandahara sa chaba thabo thegi tu chung lam ji baro da. Ane chaba niwa de ko ta ta donga ji ko ta me donga ji zara na se thegi chaba niwa de ju chung de lam ji ma da ma ba re wa wo ju chung de lam la chen ra sa ja da mi jo ane da ju develop be ruju ke samja chang sa de ju chube lang ji ba ma cha ne right develop be ruju ke samja de cheji ja be phama nam thana to cha da ba da zhe zhe da nya de ra sam ja yan de ma cho ning ji nga da da wo sam ja tham ja la cha da pa ne wo ne be ra le xian zhe wei jian zhe da ane 동아 라 자도 진행제다 다와다 된도 그 참발라 써와 어디니 공리 셈 차당 그 자야도 마서와 인증아도 참바 인증아도 사 되게 원디게다 or Jajavel, the Pagitibi Lambda, any tiny Yoran, Dojetibi Lambda, Pagitibi Lana, Tiwangi, Water Channel, or to Shire in body.
去么是他因给我宠物汤drink嘛的，肯定下过 res， 肯定下过多。给我宠物汤给我 drink 也，可我下过 res。
我这是在唐伯的下，我的在你我的就drink 了下去。
So then there is a hidden outline of the Lambrim, the three scopes seemingly hidden inside these verses. Like the very first mindfulness is an indicating or pointing towards the being of the lower capacity, lower scope. And then the verses that talk about samsara suffering seem to hint and point at the being of the middle capacity or the middle scope. And then the verses about cherishing mother sentient beings and so forth is referring a referral to beings or the path of the being of the greatest scope, greatest capacity. And then also when it says mothers and fathers and mothers will nurture me with kindness and then meditate on cherishing others. These words also hint at the mind training aspects of cherishing others over oneself, and also the training in the minds of loving kindness, wishing sentient beings to have happiness as its causes, training in the mind in great compassion, wishing for other beings to be free of their suffering and their causes, and also is pointing towards the Bodhisattva's training in the Paramita Yana, or the perfection vehicle, and also, as we will see later on, pointing towards the Vajra vehicle, the path of secret mantra, training in Tantra itself as a pathway to achieve enlightenment to benefit sentient beings. Thus.
Oh yeah, there is one other. There is the Kasore, Koatame, Doji Jarana, the weapon be Ruruke the Kasore, Ruruke Sanjan, and then Yawane, I sit in a Patuba, Lanya Chawandu to the Jenny. And the Rurang Ranga Tungachibe, not the Panzameba, and the Tunganyangoa. Or tender water, and a rangi pama macha, what you are, Tita Meba. A rangi Jiwala Tameba. Jiwala Tameba, the Jiwari Rangaje, Jiwari really, and you can other Jiwa in a Pamala Tangoa. Or in the Jiwa, Seven Jiwa Malancha, Meba in the Pama Macha, what Chianti. Dizzy Pura, all my shiva than Mado. Dizzy Pura, all my shiva, Pama Macha, what Chivari. Dizzy Pura, all my shiva than the Pama me, my young Gogina, said the Pama man, all my sugar, Mabo Yawari. Or what the Zoya Pama, my young Barry, Tari, joined his own Guari. Yeta, Tendego, my young bar, Chatham Bana, Pama Macha, what Chitam Meta Tedala, Chatham Bana, Shan Chiva Timbatan. Duala Davata, Devada, La Dambata, Lana Bayada Bala, Sovi, any casa, Chajula, Gondoke, that's some gay, Ninja, Ninja, Chambi, and a Chajuk, some Joko at anybody.
And so, once again, we look at the same verse again. In the prison of limitless samsara suffering, the 6 types of beings bereft of happiness wander. So here the 6 types of sentient beings referring to the 6 realms of cyclic existence, from the best possible situation, which is the peak of cyclic existence, to the worst ever place to be, which is the lowest of the hell realms, and everything in between. All of these can be categorized generally into the 6 realms of samsara. So sentient beings are born there as a result of their contaminated karma, of their negative karma, which has projected them to be reborn in such places, in such situations. So each of the realms, beings of each of all the 6 realms, regardless, are all simply wandering about meaninglessly in a state of meaningless condition where within cyclic existence, you know. And then within all of these sentient beings who are wandering aimlessly or meaninglessly within cyclic existence, there is not one single sentient being who has not been our parent before. And also because this is based upon the reasoning that cyclic existence does not have a beginning. There is no point of time whereby we can point out to as being the very first moment when cyclic existence happened. So for as long as we were born from a womb, then there would necessarily be a parent be there to give birth to us. So therefore, all sentient beings have been our parents, and not just once, but many times over. And maybe we, at our current stage, you might feel or say that, you know, but we do not recognize them, though they have been our parents countless times over, every single one of them. However, we are not able to recognize them as such. So, but that is not a valid or good enough reason to give up on sentient beings. There are many instances in this life whereby we can see or hear about people who have been separated from their birth parents when they were born, and subsequently united, or whether or not they're actually united. But these people do not recognize their parents, but does not mean that their parents weren't there in the first place. So though we may not recognize our parents from countless lifetimes or what transpired in their showing of kindness to us, does not mean that those events or those relationships with them did not occur. So therefore, we should not abandon any single sentient being, because the possibility of them having been our parent in countless times over is just simply overwhelmingly valid. And so we should focus upon each and every sentient being, remembering their kindness, and then develop or cultivate the wish to free them from every suffering and its causes, and to place them within happiness and its causes, up to the point whereby we wish each and every single one of them to be a perfect Buddha, the highest perfect and complete enlightenment. We wish them the very best for each and every one of them. So therefore, every sentient being is the object to help us develop our loving compassion, our superior intention, and leading towards the mind of bodhicitta, wishing to achieve Buddhahood to benefit them. Nas.
Oh yeah, that didn't. 아니 자체에서 장주 어중 선생님한테 배다와라 로장네 다 진실라 아니 토모마에 뭐 가르쳐서 알라메지 다 도시 TV라 주야라 아니 도시 TV라 주바 쳐봐라 아니 라니 가서를 하고 제대 하고 제네就是身边的那他们家，俺那刚才线上来准备下也看到，就是身边他们家，俺那老公我们这里话的是吧？这一张，现在让路他给全把你，这都说我电视机下也那是，我当电话准备一些错就那，俺那电话当要把我的。电话上记住说话的心，说话的用我现在应当记住说话的心去想那些，俺的他妈与蓬勃大看当， or come that apart, Tade, or Tade, or any castle, Tabata, then not the Baki, Sayagan, Roa, Pungan Taba, Luigi Lagu shoes, or Pungan Taba, Luigi Lagu, or Tendra was there, and Ishichugo, or you could long. Tu la sa wa kusum kusuma kushi oye me ba kusuma kushung oye me ba chi ba yi zang penggon da ba ra le ji la ku shu kusun ye me yi dam shi ane dina da o yi na yi dam yi da na de yi de yi zang de da la ane ta ma ge na xia ji wa de so de ane ba ran ge peng bo de da dong ba jang ne pa 동자 마제와 파와 미심바 로아풍보테다 어려니 샤와견지 파와 미심바 아니 이시라나라 주바 로데데기 대신지 시기 오르라 주바기 아니 대신지 시기 아니 이시 꾸이나바샤와지 임바기 아자다사나 장고레
So continuing that paragraph, it says at the end, not letting your mind stray, place it in the state of compassion. With unforgetting mindfulness, hold your mind in the state of compassion. So exhorting us to train in the mind of compassion and bodhicitta. And in the third paragraph, it says, in the delightful, inestimable celestial mansion of great bliss. So this particular paragraph is a direct reference to the Tantric path of Vajrayana, whereby one trains in pure view of everything that one perceives and directly dealing with divine appearances, such as the exalted bodies of the deities and their environments. So abandoning all ordinary perceptions, and then a training in pure appearances. So here it says here, in the delightful, inestimable celestial mansion of great bliss. So here, the delightful, and also the words delightful and great bliss is a reference to the transcendental wisdom of great bliss. And anything that is, so all the essential forms of deity yoga, be it the physical exalted body of the deity or the inestimable mansion, all of these are manifested from the transcendental wisdom of great bliss. And because they have arisen from and are manifested out of such a transcendental wisdom, they are essentially always perpetually in the nature of great bliss, the nature of great joy or delight. So therefore, not just, so the environment is seen as the inestimable celestial mansion, and one's own body is also it says here, your own body of purified aggregates and elements abides as a divine holy body. So we purify through tantric means of meditation our ordinary mundane aggregates and elements, purify them to transform into the divine holy body with deities inside and everything. So here, the supported and supporting mandala of the deity. So the environments are all seen as being the inestimable mansion. The beings that are contained therein are then seen in the nature of deities. So it says here, not holding yourself as ordinary, the third line before that, a mind seal deity. The mind seal is a reference to the word yidam. Yidam, or meditational deity, tutelary deity, of inseparable three kayas is there. So this is our object of meditation. The environment is the celestial mansion. The body is a divine exalted body. So the deity's presence is described as being the inseparable three kayas. So these inseparable three kayas is a reference to the nirmana kaya, the emanation body, the sambhoga kaya, the enjoyment body, and the dharma kaya, which is the truth body. So these are known as the three kayas. Sometimes in Tantra, there's also an additional fourth body that is being mentioned there, known as the Swabhava kaya, which is the natural body, or the nature body. So these three kayas or four kayas is the very presence of the deity itself. So here is the text continues. Not holding yourself as ordinary, train in divine pride and clear appearance. So this is how we should go about practicing by perceiving all that manifests in the entirety of our perception, be it the environment or the beings therein, as being a manifestation of this, being the self-appearance of the transcendental wisdom of great bliss. You know, so therefore this is the object of meditation of this particular verse. Not letting your mind stray, place it in a state of profundity and clarity. With unforgetting mindfulness, hold your mind in a state of profundity and clarity. Yes.
Oh yeah. Rāsān jāyān tu mā shuā sāpsā jī ngā tu shā tā rāsān chiro jī sim chiro la yīwā la sāwa kā nāmyān kī wā tu mā shuā bā anī sāpsā sāwa tāng sāpsā anī sāpsā nī shū mē bī shē kī ngā tu shā kā wā tāng chāmbā jī mē tu chānyā anī wā sāpsā jī ngā tu shā wā.
And so here, again, repeating these last two lines of this paragraph, not letting your mind stray, place it in the state of profundity and clarity with unforgetting mindfulness, hold your mind in the state of profundity and clarity. So focusing on this divine appearances as manifesting from non-dual profundity and clarity. So while you are doing that, to make sure to guard the mind such that it remains steadfast on this object of concentration and does not get distracted or be swayed by external objects. Yes.
Oh yeah, that chamba shiva chuni chamba, tongba ni chamba tela. Tela ya ni che, nyamsha kina kaso, ane tongni chamba, nyamsha nagata be tong chung zu chi dang. Ane jedo tu nang dang, jedo tu rashi ji chuwa na ya, rashi ji ma chamba, nang dong juma ta wata, ta su chi ki yin yo yin bari, so ta tangbo nyamsha tu, nyamsha nagata we tongni de che de la, ane nyamsha tangbo nyamsha tu tongsa nagata wo chamba ni si. Chuni tendang yue sa jin naga la. 我全一天到月色间那个吃去他们家了，什么当把你吃吧，全一些话人当把你来快的，是吧？天他嘛，天他们现在让心情嘛住吧，有天当的有些你就变成了，有天当的俺的什么当把你，有些天当的什么当把你，我说的都比现在了，我那叫有些天当是个的我。 去年天到月色间那个吃不去他们家了，那个吃不，天他们让些当把让些人没被当你的，俺呢觉着天津那路是在那啥是天这边当把去，俺个当把你是个的，等着去要的谁干了，俺呢你这就有话的，是人那路其他话情都绝把个，俺那绝没都把绝把咱查哇，是吧？觉着天气，去他们家去，有时候那时候他都把这看着就要也在那让些去把主把让些去当兵，我那有个印象觉着天气那路是太难打，哦呀，觉着天气那路是太难打，是我当时那路他都我天那打是， Tendrawa de leisure pana, Tonsan Odo, Tomba de Lechewa Mayimba, Koran Rang Ola, Tonsan Rang Truba, Kaya Madrubake, and Tonsan Oyimba de Takore, Lesewa Mayimba.
So here, the next two paragraphs that are to follow are references to emptiness, to dharmata or suchness of phenomena, which is also synonymous with the meaning of emptiness. So the first of the two paragraphs, in this case, that would be the fourth paragraph and the fourth and fifth paragraph, these two paragraphs. So the first of the two, which is the fourth paragraph, is a reference to the experience of emptiness during the time of meditative absorption. And then the second, which is the fifth paragraph, is a reference to one's perception of phenomena when one arises out of such a state of absorption. So here, at the time, so in this paragraph here, it says, in the mandala of objects of knowledge appearing and existing, that means whatever that appears and exists as objects to be known, the ultimate reality, the sky of absolute clear light pervades. So here, ultimate reality is referring to emptiness, and then this experience of emptiness while in this state of meditative absorption is similar to the empty sky that is clear and empty. And this perception of this nature of emptiness is such that it pervades the entirety of all phenomena. You know, it subsumes all phenomena within it. It pervades all of phenomena. And so this is known as suchness. And we understand this suchness or dharmata to be a reference to we understand that suchness to be phenomena having the nature that does not exist, truly exist, does not exist independently of itself. So the phenomena that does not naturally exist or truly exist is then experienced in this state of absorption as being like the sky. And here the object of focus, when one is in this state of meditative absorption, the object of focus is the profound emptiness. And the perceiver of the object, which is the mind meditating on the subject mind, in this case, is the transcendental wisdom that realizes this profound emptiness. So both in that case, during the time of absorption, the object and the subject become of one nature. They are inseparable. So it says here, a fundamental nature is inexpressible in meaning is there, you know, and inexpressible here, meaning that this state of natural emptiness, by nature empty, is beyond description or expression. That means it is the limitations of our speech are unable to express this profound experience of emptiness, how it's really like. Our speech is unable to express fully express the experience of such a state. So then it says here, abandoning mental fabrications, look at the essence of total emptiness. So realizing how all phenomena are devoid of natural true existence, and also how the mind perceiver is also, the subject is also empty of inherent existence. So it says here, abandoning mental fabrications, look at the essence of total emptiness. So in this state of absorption, one should not be caught up in a mentally fabricated conceptual understanding of mere conceptual understanding of emptiness. We should go beyond that and to truly experience emptiness for what it is. So it says here, look at the essence of total emptiness, not letting your mind stray, place it in the state of ultimate reality, with unforgetting mindfulness, hold your mind in the state of ultimate reality. Thus.
Oh yeah. 다니마 제도도 나도 좀 맞다고 참바니. 아니 나와 나도 소득이 시도나. 아니 알안도라. 아니 아니 나란지 주시 셔바테텔라. 아니 나봐 나서서 나와 나서봐. 저와 라신지 주가자 나와다 군도 나와라서 나서 소주 세원이 아니 미게 남세 나바시 미게 남세네 이게 남세 그바게 남세 소주기 남세 이세서 나와다 소주기 되잖아 아니 소주기 시잖아 시자차와 라신지 주와 싸워나 매바르데 라신지 주와 싸워나 요 말하데 라신지 주비기 아니 치단하고 오거나 라신지 주바게 니저지 사대 총서 니저지 사대 총와데 치나고 오거탐자 라신지 주와 따와데라 시자자베 니저지 사대 총서 어디 된다베 니저지 사서 라신지 주가 통 라신지 주가 나네 아니 라신지 주가 셴 라신지 주가 셴번에 아니 된다베 라신지 주가 때문에 댄신 되게 와게 차단 모습 게 아니 차단 모습 게되가나 이제는 아니 가서 코라코데 동아 따도매 받은 영화 좀 그래자야 루트게 시자제부 니제제서 되지 루트게 미 때문에 나타난다서 어다든지 아니 대바주가 나와라 되나요 아니 랑게셈 차단게 샤와도送와라 때네 아니 코를 깨대 동아 빠도매 받은 영화 와인자 아니 루트게 미 때문에 나타난다 대나 맞아도 나 라신지 주와 나와도 대나 마냐바 라신지 주바게 또 치라나고 오거든지 라신지 주바게 또비 또니고 오다고 그래.
Yes. And then next we move to the last paragraph, which is a reference to the experience of the meditator after exiting from meditative absorption, how one should subsequently come to view the appearances that arise or that manifest outside of one's previous meditative absorption. So it says here, at the crossroads of various appearances and the 6 collections. So here, when we arise from meditative absorption, all phenomena once again manifest. And at that point of time, there's a whole entire spectacle of various appearances. And the 6 collections here refers to the mental, from the eye consciousness all the way to the mental consciousness. So the 6 types of consciousness are known as the 6 collections. And it says here, one sees the chaos of dualistic phenomena which have no base at all. So we then after exiting from our meditative absorption, we start seeing once again dualistic phenomena and all the chaos that ensues with it. So when phenomena manifest as being having true existence, and we were to be deceived by that, we were to truly adhere to that belief that they are truly existent, then many problems will ensue, because from this holding upon these appearances of phenomena as being truly existent, then that becomes the basis for giving rise to our or generating our afflictive emotions, such as attachment, anger, hatred, and jealousy, and so forth. So all these entire spectrum of afflictive emotions or delusions, kleshas, all are produced simply from this one belief in appearances as being truly existent. And as a result of that, of giving rise to and engaging in this spectrum of delusions, then we create causes to once again be caught up and snared by the trappings of cyclic existence. And once we're caught up in these trappings, then we will come to experience the infinite sufferings that come along with it. So the reason why it's so understanding how this entire system works, then we should pay attention to the next line, which just says, a spectacle of deceiving illusions is there. Don't believe it to be true. Look at the very essence of emptiness. So like somebody who realizes that an illusion created by a musician, once you have seen through that, you realize that that thing does not truly exist. Even however real it seems to be, it is simply a manifestation, or it is a false, is false in nature. It is not truly existing. So therefore, when we understand that, then we will not subscribe to the belief in their true existence. We will not fall prey to the trappings, not be ensnared by the trappings of samsara. We will not give rise to the afflictive emotions. We will not be ensnared by samsara. So therefore, we will not experience the infinite suffering. So therefore, it is vital that once we are no longer in this meditative absorption of emptiness, subsequently during our session breaks when we arise, and once again phenomena in its entirety flash before us, it is vital that we regard these appearances to be illusory, that they are not true, and to, it says, not letting your mind stray, place it in a state of appearance and emptiness. With unforgetting mindfulness, hold your mind in a state of appearance and emptiness. Nos.
Oh yeah. 이제 루디지 밑에 못이 되나 되나다. 되나 돈이 정어 소소하나 세상에다. 사모도만이 지난 그 최선을 하시지 마주아. 좋아. 지난 그 최선을 간절히 요하래서나 아니라랑 그 다시 되나 매봐. 교삼이 추마이 메밀로미 나가미 남시마요 그면나 테레센의 조강 세가나 알아서 본부 대 중앙시라 때나 중앙이다 살마이 추마이 매마이 봐 롱게 감마이 봐 난게 감마이 봐 다오나 가르서는 난게 감 뒤와대야 마이 봐 어느 가와요서나 아니다 다시 때는 매나야 다시 때도 매게 따바tam도 여와이다 조삼이 추마임 메밀로메 나가미 남시마에 그면나 테레센의 조강사 다 테레센도 말아 가와요아래서나 맹게 팔 따바tam도 좋아 따바tam도 아니 교사도 잘 주고
So to meditate on this profound emptiness and to regard all phenomena, inner and outer phenomena, that they are empty of true existence, to the extent that sometimes that even the basis of labeling cannot be found. So therefore, there's this verse that says, "What is the person other, if not other than the four elements and the material and phenomena and space? If it cannot be found on all of these, where is the person that is so-called the phenomenon that is so-called the person?" So a person is comprised of, on the material side, the four elements of earth, water, space, earth, water, fire, wind, and space. And then, so if in either of these four elements that comprises of the physical body of the person, then one is unable to find the person or the I, and even so, therefore, it has to, where else can this I be sought when it cannot be found even on the basis of its labeling, which is a compound of the 4 elements or the 5 elements that form the aggregates of the person. So therefore, we find that the person or the I is a functioning of a mere labeling upon the composition or compound of these elements, because other than that, one outside of these elements that comprise of the person, one cannot find another entity beyond that. So therefore, this is to demonstrate to us that when the person or the I is empty of inherent existence, then even upon the basis of designation, when one truly investigates and searches, you still cannot find the truly existent I that is being labeled upon it. Thus.
Oh yeah.
Thus.
Lama Tsongkhapa Lama Tenzin Luwa Mebada Tomba Kalendra Kowani Chichi Sozo Nawa Titidu Tadun Tuyu Komba Tomba Me Soana Sene Chetam Rashi Jitu Tomba Shati Samba Ani Chetam Shom Shopa Chetam Jada Ledan Devula Saba Jote Ani Teta Rashi Jitomba Shom Duba. I saw Mutuba, or the Dina, Lama Tenzin Luwa Mebada, Tomba Kaleta, Kowani, Chichi Soso now, Tesedo, Tadu, and to be combated some Towa Mares. Namsi Renjo Meba, Chijato, Tenzin Militoma Zamines, Namsi Renjo Meba, Mingi Taba Zam Yimba, Ranshi Matuba. Or make it about something, but Rashi Madruva. Now Rashi Trua, Naja Rashi Madruva, Rashi Trua, Nawa, Ali Rajoma, Rashi Trua, Naja Rashi Trubet, Tombate, Ali got to December. Chijado, then the Miluton at Zamgines, Chitanaga Churnam, Ali Tenachumam. Rang Gujala Dana Juma, Chasala Dana Chuvala, Tende Yamanga, Zamji, Aranga Chuva the Bars, Kiba. Then the Miluton, Neshi, Yuji, Tindan Kunjuna, Neshini, and a Tenzin take Tindan de Rashi Chuva, or the Kina, Neshi, Tindan Kunja, Tis, and the whichever saw it. Also, one Nachini.
Yes. Then there are these verses from the 3 principles of the path. The first one, it says here, if the appearance, the headline of that verse is the definition of not having completed analysis of the right view. Do you have that? Don't have right? Okay, don't worry. If the appearance of that is unbetraying dependent relation is accepted separately from emptiness, as long as these 2 understandings are seen as separate, then one has still not realized the Buddha's intent. So it is important that we understand emptiness from the viewpoint of dependent relation or dependent origination, or interdependent arising. These are various names, various translations for that one word, which is tendril. So here tendril is the independent origination of phenomena. And if we understand how phenomena come about as a result of causes and effect, as causes and conditions coming together and fruition as a existent phenomena, then that interdependent origination also signifies that phenomena also indicates that because phenomena arises from causes and conditions, they do not have any self-existent, substantial self-existent nature, and other than being merely labeled phenomena, being merely imputed by concepts and descriptions. Beyond that, there is no truly existent nature of phenomena. So, but if the appearance that is unbetraying dependent relation is accepted separately from emptiness, if you see how phenomena is coming about through causes and conditions and so forth and being labeling by the mind, yet when you meditate in emptiness, there is a wholly separate thing altogether. And so it says there, as long as these two understandings are seen as separate, then one has still not realized the Buddha's intent. So you have not really fully grasped the Buddha's intent regarding emptiness. Then the next verse, the heading says, the definition of having completed the analysis of right view. So it says, if these two realizations are happening simultaneously without alternation, so you understand how phenomena exist by mere imputation, by coming together of causes and conditions, and also how they're also empty at the same time, simultaneously empty of inherent existence. In these two experiences, when you think about them, you meditate upon them, it does not happen as two separate instances or two separate occurrences. But you're able to somehow merge or make these two occurrences become one. When you understand one, you understand the other. So it does not happen with alternation, So without alternation, and from merely seeing dependent relation as completely unbetraying, the definite ascertainment comes that completely destroys the way that all objects are apprehended as truly existent. At that time, the analysis of ultimate view is complete. So when you are able to understand how phenomena, through your understanding upon dependent origination, you are able to understand how phenomena do not have a true intrinsic nature, and then independent existence. So there, at that time, then you have achieved this definite ascertainment. You're truly able to grasp hold of what the Buddha's intent is.
Oh yeah, that did it. That day, then don't you know to Rasa Giant, but not on our Chaba meeting, not doing also also by Nation that you are not. Now what then the woman about the Tomba current, so now what they see you. I don't to be a combat over me. Lamsi Renzo Meba, or the thing you were chick at the chick much over, so much about him. The Nigerian Joe, but he said, then the Meluto and Tamjine, and say you just in that good and I tell it about Joa La, say what did they say, or then they will attend, and then I say you could have created some Tombani, and 가서 또 많이 콘도 집에 어디 말이 어디 이제 다들 이 대제 따위 잡아 줘서가 아니 따와 내가 치지 말라고 또 대사 따위 잡아 줘와 좋아 어디 이제 아니 다들 제제다 등하디 진짜도 되지도 쉬워요 나 좋지 저어다 다와 또바 제발라 아니 쇼cham부터 공부 루루다 다와 잡아 그쇼 대라그 아니 가 공부 장고라마 정와지 치다와 진짜 자나 봐시 쇼인데도 맞다제 아니다 소소 로션 제지가라 아니 아니 치고 말이 어디서 참하게 공부 싫어나
So once again, reiterating these two verses from the three principles of the path, if appearances as unbetraying dependent relation is accepted separately from emptiness, as long as these two understandings are seen as separate, then one still has not realized the Buddha's intent. So if for as long as your understanding of dependent origination or relation and your understanding of what is emptiness means, then if our understanding of these two are two complete separate individually standing occurrences, then you will have not yet grasped the Buddha's intent. And then it says, if these two realizations, however, are happening simultaneously without alternation, and from merely seeing dependent relation as completely unbetraying, then you're able to understand emptiness. You're able to, the definite ascertainment of that comes that completely destroys the way all objects are apprehended as truly existent. So by understanding dependent origination, you're able to destroy the grasping at phenomena as being truly existent. Then you have truly, as it says, at that time the analysis of the ultimate view is complete. Then you would have truly grasped what is being expounded in the scriptures, in the great classics, such as those expounded by Nagarjuna, Chandrakirti, and Lama Tsongkhapa, especially having arrived at this essential understanding after having performed extensive hearing and study of the classics. And then you have, if you are able to have this experience, then you have arrived at the same point of view as Lama Tsongkhapa. Yes.
Oh yeah, another tagai to say that is a Nakichi Save Gawadi, then I draw
Yeshe 拉米小